So yeah, time to start on a journey. I was looking at the name, but it is very theming. So yeah. This is going to be, plus the next one is going to be long. 2 seasons, 2 videos. So, yeah. There is, I feel, a bit of a difference between the two. But season 1, I'm not gonna lie, I do find it a bit more interesting. Not I don't like it, I like them both. They work well together. But I like the idea of seeing slowly, because you get like the slow development of walking when it was like a wolf, the slow development of being more like human like with like few words at the very beginning, and like few sort of like individual letters, which I think is like really interesting, like slowly like developing these skills. And the other thing I like, which is also with the other one, because that's gonna happen, because again, same series, you slowly develop each one of the stories, and knowing slowly but surely and seeing this pattern, because you get, I think, a similar pattern after the second one, because you wouldn't be able to be like, oh, you can tell something like this, but you can tell the pattern. I'm not going to say what the pattern is, because I'm going to keep that for the spoiler section. But you can slowly feel the pattern coming together, the pattern coming to repeat itself. And it's like, no, please let me be wrong. Please let me be incorrect. Because it's like, it's so tragic about that. That sort of like pain. It's really interesting about it, sort of way, and I love it. That sort of like repeating cycle. So yeah, that's the one thing which I think is sad, because the pattern, like I mentioned, is he sort of meets a person, gets to know that person, and then definitely in the first season, because you get, I think, besides the last one, but the last one's still tragic, I think. You get a series of, he meets this person in this icy wonderland. Oh, so I was about to be like 10 minutes, but like this is actually good because it's more simplistic. But yeah, it is really good in that sort of way of like, it builds up this story, it builds up this narrative of what this is, and seeing it sort of like repeat over and over. I think it's really sad, because he meets the person who's in an icy wonderland, being like, oh, I need to see my family, I should have gone with them. And then when he dies, because he's in like this Antarctica, I think, like situation, freezing cold in this cold like place. And then it's like, obviously, you can't really survive in that condition, because obviously. And then he dies of frostbite, which is sad, because then you get the repeat. He meets this girl, sacrifice, the whole story, and then she dies. He meets this guy with a disfigurement, he dies. And then, because by the second one, you slowly realize, oh no, please make me be wrong. And that's why I like that the third one isn't, and then the person who he is being closely with, and then she dies. Which is one nice, we don't need to end with an epic. And dark. Like, that was, that's sarcastic, but it's like, it is kind of sad seeing, like, you, like, grow to, like, this character, and then they die. Which is really interesting. I also like the idea, because they don't do it with the first one, I don't know why. The boy, you don't see the boy's spirit from that point. But I do like the idea of he sort of builds this sort of like group in the last one, but like it's one of those sad things of like every time one person dies, I don't know why I got sidetracked, you see for one last moment their sort of like spirit, which is really interesting. There's something that I refer to in season 2, which is questionable when it's happening, very confusing, but besides the point. I still like it, I still think it's really good, and I think it's hella of interesting. So I 100% recommend for you to watch. Again, it's just really good. Definitely season 1. I'll talk about season 2 in the next arc of videos, and I just hit my light, not dangerously, I just went. But during season 1, you sort of learn movement, light speech, basic communication, mild empathy, and slowly you're learning how it works. And it's so, so interesting.